Hey y'all, good morning. We are switching gears. I'm pretty well wrapped up with the garden stuff. I'm gonna start working on the cabin. I want to get the back deck finished and make a screened in porch. So we're gonna start doing some milling. I need to cut some 2x material, 2x8s from my rafters. And then I think I'm going to do some, I guess probably just rake just 2x4s for my my wall studs. I plan on just making a knee wall, about 30 inches to 3 foot, something like that. Make a knee wall and then screen the rest of it in. So we're going to start cutting the dimensional lumber that we need to work on that project. Now let's see if I can turn this thing. This is a big log. Alright, so I have a 12 by 12 log now, or beam. So what I'm going to do, I need 2x8s and I need 2x4s. The 2x8s for my ceiling joist and rafters, and 2x4s for my little knee wall framing. So what I'm going to do is, I could go ahead and just cut a bunch of 2x now and do 2x12s and then just flip them all and then cut what I need to cut out of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down and cut a 4-inch piece out of here. So it would be a 4x12 I'm cutting off of it. I'll set that off to the side. Then I'll raise my flip my bottom one, start cutting 2x8s, and then out of that 4x12 I can start cutting 2x4s out of it. So that's the way I'm going to go about it. Instead of trying to deal with a bunch of 2x12s at the end, I'm just going to cut them in 2 pieces where it's a lot easier to flip and cut, and it's more manageable for me. So that's what we're going to do right here. So I had to change direction on this and cut a lot more 2x4s. I only got 3 2x8s cut. The rest of them I did 2x4s because as I was cutting, I was just getting into more and more knots. There's a couple little hollow places. So I'm not going to cut 2x8s out of a bunch of knotty wood if I'm, spanning. Or using them for span. So these will be fine as 2x4s. They'll be used as wall framing. The walls on the deck aren't going to be structural. They'll just be used to hold up sheathing. So it'll be good for that. Alrighty, y'all. So we are back in the garden. I'm going to plant some sweet potato slips. I had problems for whatever reason. Last couple years I've grown sweet potato slips and planted them. This year I never could get slips to take off. The sweet potatoes would just start rotting. But anyhow, I found a place online. I ordered some slips. They came in Friday. This is Sunday. And I put them in some water to perk them up a little bit, as the directions said. They had them packed in some moss and wrappings and stuff. So they look pretty good, other than you could tell they've been mailed, but they are looking good and ready to plant now. And so we're going to put some sweet potato slips in the dirt and get those planted, and then head out and try to do a little more milling this evening. All right, everybody. Well, we are finished for the day. I got 2 rows, one full row, one almost full row. So we'll just say 2 rows of sweet potatoes planted down the slips. So it was a pretty easy process. Like I said, we had a really good rain this morning, so I was able to just jab my hand in there like a shovel and plant them. So it wasn't that big a deal. So I got those planted. Went ahead and thinned out some of my corn. I planted them pretty close together and just started plucking out the small ones in between, and some of the bigger ones that needed to be moved, I went ahead and planted those in the place of some little nubbies that came up. So hopefully those will be happier spread out now. So things are growing. We got a couple of I got a row of peppers. I don't know if it's just not warm enough yet for the peppers to come up. I've never really had a whole bunch of good luck doing the peppers, but I might have to replant those. My okra is popping up. I have squash coming up in places, and the peas, some are bushing out pretty good, some are slow. But like I said, we haven't had a good rain in a long time up until this weekend. We have some, actually it's gotten pretty cloudy this evening. We got more rain scheduled several days in a row toward the end of this week. So hopefully we'll have another decent amount of rain this week. And maybe we can start getting some things popped off in the garden. I'm thinking about trying to do some electriculture, put some rods in the ground, wrap them with copper wire. I have a good bit of stranded copper wire, so I think I might do that and see how that works in here. It's supposed to really help, from my understanding, excite things in the soil, like living organisms and stuff in the soil. The electriculture is supposed to get the static electricity from the air and help excite those things and make them grow better. Not sure, we'll see. I think I am going to try it though. So, but that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching, and we will get there. Thank y'all.